Guys, what is up? I'm so excited to be posting these videos. This has been something that I wanted to do for a really long time. And honestly, it applies a lot to the question that I asked this week, which was, what is holding you back from your dream? Because I had been thinking about doing this blog for a really, really long time, but I was super nervous about how to start out and how people would see me as I started to post and like try to do these things. And honestly, the fear has not gone away. I am still super nervous and really uncomfortable. So this question was a question that I asked myself just a couple months ago. So I'm gonna jump back a little bit. In high school, I was in a sport called diving. And basically the way the sport works is you go on a board, you jump up, you do some flippity-doo-dahs, and then you end up in the water and hopefully not on the middle board, okay? This sport was super intimidating and not a lot of people wanted to do it. For whatever reason, I was crazy enough to like it. Actually, I loved it. Like, I really genuinely loved it. But a lot of people gave me a ton of credit. Like, wow, I cannot believe that you do this sport. Like, I would never like be brave enough to do it. And honestly, I took a lot of pride through that. I thought I was super brave because nobody else was doing this sport, and it was a really, really difficult sport. I even got my own like page, literally a whole entire page just about me and my diving in one of my yearbooks. And I was like, girl, you knows all that. And it just so happened that the day that this girl came and interviewed me, took my pictures and did all this stuff, that I got first in that meet. But that was because literally all the other girls were brand new. I literally took that and I was like, yes, I am super brave. Like, I can do anything. But the truth was that every single coach that saw me dive knew the truth. They knew that I wasn't giving it my all because I am a very, very strong person. Like, so if I wanted to, I could do my approach. I would push down that board and fling myself up like super, super high. Then I would go straight up, do a whole bunch of flips, be super awesome, and land in the water right next to that board. But I was terrified the entire 4 years that I did it. And so throughout these 4 years, no matter how many times they told me to jump up, I would always jump out. And like in the pictures, I looked fantastic, right? But the truth was, underneath all of that, underneath all of the things and all of the awards that I got, I literally was holding myself back so far. And every coach that I knew told me, like, man, if only you would jump just a little bit higher, you could get an extra turn. You could get an extra flip. You could get 3 extra twists. Like, literally, if I would have jumped up, I could have done such incredible things, but I was too scared and I settled for less. Honestly, this is a huge testimony in my life and for everything that I do, because I like to think that I'm this super brave person. I do all these really cool things. Like, I was in diving, and this was a sport that not a lot of people would do because they were too scared, but I did it. But the entire time I held myself back from my potential because I was too scared of hitting the board. I didn't even get close to the board. Not one time. They say that every great diver hits the board at least once. I didn't get close. But it's true, because if you jump up, you can do so much more. You can do so much more. But I jumped out, and so I had to rush it, and all of my momentum was going in the wrong direction. Guys, you can put so much effort into what you're doing, but you're going in the wrong direction. You're cutting yourself short because you're scared if you go straight up, you're gonna come straight back down and hit the board. This is not me like being, okay, I got it figured out now, like I'm finally like achieving my goals. No, like literally I'm starting out, and this is a process that I am in right now, and I'm mostly preaching to myself. I get so nervous about what people are gonna think, or like how I'm gonna fail in this way or that way. And then it holds me back from what I could have done. I have no idea what I could have done if I jumped up. I literally don't know. But I'm so strong that I'm sure that I could have done a lot of things. I could have scored so much higher. I could have just gotten a lot more from it, you know, like felt more accomplished. But instead, I left those 4 years knowing that I could have done much better things. And that's such a big regret in my heart, and that is not how I want the rest of my life to go. But honestly, this is what I've wanted to do for a really, really long time. And I know that I've been gifted in ways that I can put it out through this way. And I literally, when I look at my future and I see where I want to be and I think about the gifts that I have, this lines up with it. And that's all that matters, because I see what I want to do and I'm going after it, even if it doesn't make a ton of sense. But why waste my life thinking about other people's opinions and then letting that determine where I go? And you know what? I could fail in front of a whole bunch of people. I posted this on all my social media. I expected a lot more people to support me in my blog and everything like that. But what does that matter if I'm going in the direction that I want to go? You know? I'm doing the things that I want to do, and I feel and I believe that this is going to lead me up to bigger and better things. And I know that I have a purpose in this. And I know that I have been equipped with this passion for sharing this with people. And I want to be encouraged the way that I'm trying to encourage you guys. So I know what I'm doing is at least a step in the right direction. At least for right now, that's all that matters. And what I'm telling you is that there are so many things that are going to lie to you, that are going to give you this false sense of you've already failed. You've already failed. You're not going to be able to do this. You don't have the capability to do this. You don't have the motivation to do this. Those are lies. You are capable of doing anything that you want to, but your mind is the biggest obstacle. You have to be optimistic. You have to have a little bit of faith. The thing that really keeps me going and that I keep turning back to is that God created this world. And he created me solely because he saw the world and he was like, wow, this world needs one Angie. And literally, that's how he thought of you too. That's how he thought. He was like, oh my gosh, this world needs a Mackenzie. Oh my gosh, this world needs a Nicole. Literally, he's calling you out. He gave you a purpose. You're here for a purpose. If you're alive, you have a purpose. And so don't waste it because someone else is saying something about you. If you're worried about that, what are you saying about what God thinks about you? And isn't he so much wiser, he knows you inside and out, and he knows the potential that you have. And he's trying to tell you that you have the abilities to go after what you want. He put those desires in you for a reason, So what I'm saying is there's so many fears that will come against you. Fear of failure, fear of the opinions of others, even just fear of I have no idea where this is going to go. These are all lies that hold you back from your potential. But you have to try before you fail. And you will fail. There will be a point where you fail. And that's the only way that we can learn. So don't be afraid. Rest in knowing that God created you for a purpose. Rest in knowing that you have literally every capability that everybody else has. So if people have done it before, you can do it too, and you can even do it better because you've learned from their mistakes. Literally, you are so capable of so much more. And I'm not saying go quit your job. I'm not saying stop chasing after your major. I'm saying figure out where your passions lie, what really sets you on fire, what really gets you going. Chase after it. And it doesn't have to be a massive first step, but get going in the right direction, because when your momentum is going with you, you're going to go. You're going to get there. You're going to achieve the things that you want to. But if you're putting it all in a different direction, what's that going to do? You're never going to get towards that goal. So no matter how big or small this dream is, start moving towards it. And ignore all the lies that are in your head. Write them down and then write why they're fake. Write why they're lies. That's what I did. And honestly, it was such a revelation for me. I'm speaking from my own experience and what I'm going through right now. And just speaking of the faith that I have and where I'm going in the future. You are capable of so much more. My whole idea is I'm going through a process, and I want to be real with you guys to know that you guys are free to go through this process too. Don't let the fear of striking out keep you from playing the game. I don't know who actually said that, but it's from Cinderella story. Literally in the Bible, in Ecclesiastes 3, it says, we don't know how much time we have left, so we better use it to the full. I don't want to waste this life. I don't want to waste it. Like, I was given something, I might as well make use of it. So believe in yourself, seriously. And that's what this community is here for. I want you guys to be super active because this is about you. It's not about me trying to like start up this thing. I can't keep improving this way without sharing what I'm going through because it's so encouraging for me, and I know it's going to encourage someone else because I know someone's struggling with trying to figure out what their major is, trying to figure out what career they actually want to aim for, what they want to do with their life. Do they want to have a family? Do they want to lose weight? Literally, like any decision requires a little bit of faith. Every decision requires a little bit of bravery. So let's go. This is about us together. Encourage each other and make sure that you're actually participating because this is about you. This is about improving you. And you have the summer free, so let's use it up, okay? I love you guys so much. Bye.